It's a warm Shabbat afternoon and there's a gentle breeze blowing in the garden. What a perfect time to read a good Torah book while swinging in your new hammock. There's only one problem. The hammock is not yet attached to the tree. So you take the hammock in one hand and a heavy ladder in the other and drag them across the grass toward two sturdy trees. You lean the ladder against the tree, climb the ladder, and attach the hammock to a hook that had previously been screwed into the tree. And you repeat the same procedure on the second tree. Okay, now the hammock is all set. So you climb into the hammock with your book and a plateful of juicy red watermelon. The hours pass quickly as you are absorbed in the book, while slowly but surely the watermelon pits fall onto the grass below. Now let's analyze together which of these activities are forbidden and which are okay. Let's start with the whole operation of setting up the hammock. When you leaned the ladder against the tree, that was forbidden as part of the rabbinic decree against using a tree on Shabbat. It was also forbidden to climb up and down the ladder because the halacha against using trees also extends to things that are connected to a tree. Similarly, hanging the hammock from the hook was also forbidden for this reason. You were using something connected to a tree. Now how about just the act of sitting in the hammock? That is permitted because the sages did not extend the prohibition to using something that is only indirectly attached to a tree. Now, you see, in this case, the hammock is not attached directly to the tree, but is rather attached to the hook, which is attached to the tree. However, this will only apply to the extent that the tree is sturdy enough not to move when you swing in the hammock, because if the tree moves, that's a problem because, again, that's using a tree. You can't cause a tree to move on Shabbat. There are a few more issues to discuss here. It was a problem to have dragged the ladder across the grass because this will inevitably cause some grass to become detached, which is the malacha of kotzer. Now, we explained back in class number 2 that even if you don't intend for a malacha to take place, but when your action will inevitably cause a forbidden result, then you cannot take that action. This is referred to in halacha as psik resha. Now you might argue, hey, we learned that it is permitted to walk across the grass. And we explained the reason why. Because although it is inevitable that some grass will be uprooted, we judge each step individually as a separate action. So why do we say here that dragging the ladder across the grass is forbidden? That's because the action of dragging the ladder is one continuous action, and in that single action it is inevitable that some grass will be detached, whereas a person walking is separate steps, and each step is judged individually. The lesson of all this, set up your hammock before Shabbat. And finally, dropping the watermelon seeds onto the grass is a real problem because they could germinate there, which is the malacha of zoreah. Shabbat shalom.